Hello everyone. Happy
Hello.
Friday. We are so excited to have you with us. My name is Sarah Lynn and I have Kristen here with me today. How you doing,
Hello, hello.
Kristen?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you, Sarah?
Yeah, very good. I'm very excited it's Friday today. So, our job is to spend the next couple of minutes just to introduce you to our creative writing course for students who are preparing for the 11 plus. So, I'm very excited because Kristen is a very skilled tutor when it comes to exam prep. And this course, we were going through the outline, and it looks like it's going to be exactly what students need, whether they are in that final crunch time getting ready for exams, or if they're just looking to be exposed to some of the skills that will be needed further down the line. So I'm going to pass it over to Kristen and she's going to introduce herself.
Perfect. Hello, everyone. Um, as you've heard Sarah say, my name is Kristen. I have been tutoring for a few years now. Um, I have built myself up to have to be able to teach and or tutor 11 plus exams now, and I have enjoyed tutoring creative writing so much that I have specialized in it. So I'll be holding this course for the next 6 weeks, as I think Sarah Lynn mentioned as well. And yes, it to give a bit about the course is perhaps in one word is up leveling. So as a so if your child is wanting to master their creative writing coming into the exams, or if in year 4 and are now wanting to improve their writing, vocabulary, spelling, sentence structure or story structure, this is the perfect course for them. I will also be going over some of the boring questions. I definitely want to to bring that in, wanted to bring that into this course because it's something that I've noticed a lot in the students that I'm tutoring now is that they'll come to a picture and have a creative block. They won't be able to, a topic or a picture that comes up, they will struggle with. So I want to uh, work on this aspect as well, bringing those creative, uh, get those creative juices flowing around those topics. Cool.
Yeah. I love that you have mentioned that this is going to be a course where you're going to give them an approach, a way to get that creative juice flowing, because we all know that when we're under time pressure, it's really difficult to think creatively, right? Our brain, it just goes blank. So, is there perhaps a specific skill or a method that you would normally use to teach students? I don't want you to give it all away because that's what the course is for, but can you maybe highlight something that you would use to help those students?
Sure, 100%. Uh, while we are practicing, we'll definitely be using a time structure or time technique where we set planning time before. This is when you think and you create. Then you have your writing time and you have your up leveling time, which is definitely the most important, I'd say, where you go over your writing again. You make sure you see where you make sure on your spelling you see where you can add in those descriptive words, figures of speech, of whatever to up level your writing, punctuation as well. Use those exclamation marks. Yeah.
Oh, perfect. And I think so. I was actually just speaking to one of my students, and they're writing the 11 plus, and they actually already wrote one of their exams. They have another one coming, so they're definitely well suited for this course. But they mentioned that they were given 45 minutes to do a creative write, and they were told just to get on with it. And that made them feel like they were not allowed to spend any time planning. And I thought to myself, oh no, how did all of our planning, preparation, and teaching make them feel like they had to just forget about that? So, what you've just highlighted is so important. It is crucial for students to know that even if they're told just to get on with it, they are still given time a large amount of time that they need to decide how much they're going to put towards the planning side, the writing side, and the up leveling side. And I think the planning side is usually often overlooked. So I
Yes.
think it's such an important piece to be highlighting in that course.
Definitely. And how to plan, write quick bullet points, quick sentences, a few ideas of descriptive words that come up or figures of speech. You quickly jot them down. You don't necessarily have to write full sentences and you know, have a full story in mind in your planning. Just jot a few statements down, and then when you start writing, those juices will flow.
Yeah, absolutely. I know that we were doing an exploratory photo stimulus earlier, and it was really lovely to see that I used the same photo with different students in different lessons, and the story was completely different based on the
Yes.
little detail that each of the students kind of picked up on. So, how are you hoping to use this group format to create that creative flow to help all students find their voice?
So there will be students at different levels, sure, but I am planning to section students off, let them work in group work together. Students with the same strengths, sometimes perhaps students with different strengths, help them work together. So group work is going to be a big part of it. Then, as well as that, with the experience that I've had is that um, the experience that I've had with students, I will be able to then specifically uh, look at a student and say, okay, these are or adapt sorry, the work, the experience that I've had, I will be able to adapt what the topic is that we're doing to all of the different levels that children will come into this group session with. Um, so
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's a really key point here is that we're opening up this course for students who are at the beginning of their journey and right in that crunch time. So, as you've just said, Kristen, we're going to have a wide range of capacities and abilities here. And I think what's really wonderful is that some of our year fours may actually be a little bit more advanced than some of our year sixes, and some of our year sixes might be a little bit more advanced in other areas that our year fours are not in. So it'll be really beautiful to allow the students to magpie off of each other and share and create that echo cylinder around each other.
yes, and that they're not alone in writing these exams. Yes, they have their buddies at school, but having students from different schools, from different, it really brings all of that, all of the nerves and excitement, it brings it all together where students can actually get together and socialize about it.
Yeah, I love that as well. I mean, for those of you who know Bettering Youth is a really big advocate for student well-being and student mental health. And one thing that we really emphasize is the normalization of nerves and how it's okay to be nervous about things. And it's good to push yourself to the point of being really nervous about things. And it doesn't ever have to be perfect because, well, perfect's kind of subjective. And exams are one little snapshot of how you perform amongst an entire array of days and weeks and months and minutes. So it's just about going in there and giving it your best shot in that moment.
Exactly,
Yeah,
yes.
I love that. So, chat to me then, Kristen, about what kind of setup you're going to have. So, I know the students are going to potentially work in groups, which is really fantastic. Are they going to have an opportunity where they get to work with your feedback in lessons?
Yes, there will be a few homework tasks. I will also be sending through uh, the vocabulary lists and figure of speech lists that they will be able to refer to in our class, as well as I'm going to be very strict about organization. So I want them to have a book and they can print out or write out all of the tasks that we do, keep all of that information together, and they will be able to then go over that closer to exam time, make it I like to call them cheat sheets,
Yes.
make a few of their own cheat sheets as well, to do their best and refer back to revise to do their best in their exams.
Yeah, I love that. I think organization is very often overlooked, but it can be such a big determiner of success, right? We have students that show up at the beginning when we just start working with them. They show up and they're so disorganized and they're relying on parents for extra support of where a pencil or pen is. And by the time they've worked with us for a couple of weeks, as you know, Kristen, we're very big on organization and building that independence. So they're showing up to lessons, our lessons, with all of their materials, and it translates to them showing up to school with the stuff that they need, because that ownership and sense of self really does develop over the weeks that they're with us.
Definitely, yes.
Amazing. So, what kind of feedback can parents expect to receive from us? Are we looking to send them any kind of feedback, or is it through the children that we're doing the communication?
Um, a bit of both. Parents are more than welcome to chat to me. I'm fully open and available. Feedback will mostly be through the students' work and homework and emails that I'll send out. But we will see how many students attend for individual feedback. But again, we'll see all of the students. I will get to know them over this time. So I will be happy to, if a parent would like me to, you know, maybe take a few extra notes on a student, then I'll be happy to do that, and perhaps send them additional notes on the side. More than happy to.
Yeah, perfect. Especially for our students who are heading into exams very soon. It would be great to
Yes.
be able to prioritize that feedback. And even in lesson as well, I'm sure you'd be able to pull one or two of them off to the side and just annotate on their work as well.
Yes, definitely. Yes.
Perfect. So let's just wrap this up with some final comments and an understanding for parents as to who specifically you think this course is for.
Sorry. Can you repeat that again?
Yeah, of course. So I was just saying, who specifically do you think this course is suited for?
Oh, sure. So we will be covering 11 plus questions. So definitely students preparing for the 11 plus exams, as well as students who would like to improve their writing. We will be looking at a lot of techniques that can be applied over a year 4, year 5, year 6. So it is, yes, definitely just an overall creative writing building course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. And I think what's really important too is that we've had a couple of inquiries from parents who are saying, look, my student's not getting ready for the exam, but we really love the idea of them being like a budding writer. And they just need a couple more ideas on how they can string their ideas together so it flows better, or so they can up level that punctuation so it actually has punctuation and it's not just wonderful ideas on a paper. And of course, they're all invited, they're all welcome. Like Kristen said, all of the skills are so easily transferable and they're not specific to students who are writing exams to get into grammar schools. They will be helpful for all of our students.
Yes, definitely.
Amazing. So let's just wrap up. What day do you have your trial?
And next week, Tuesday,
Mhm.
I think it's the 26th, Erin. I need
The
to check my diary.
24th? No, it's okay. It's the
24th.
24th.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, October
24th
24th.
at 6 p.m. That's perfect.
Perfect. I just put you on the spot there with the date.
Yeah, quickly pull out my trusty diary.
Everything's always written down. I love that.
Yes.
True form. So we have our trial on October 24th, and students are welcome to join. It is £10 for that 1 hour session. And if you are able to, or if you are interested in joining us for the full 6 weeks, that session is going to take place on November 7th. So it's Tuesday, November 7th at 6 p.m. And that kicks off the full 6 week course. If you register your child before October 31st, you get to maintain our awesome deal of £10 per hour. Otherwise, spooky things happen and that price goes to £13 per the session. So make sure you lock in those savings just by registering before the official start date. Perfect.
Perfect.
If you're looking for more information, we have a banner down below that just explains that you can head over to our website, betteringyouth.co.uk. At our blog section, which is October courses, you can find out more information. Kristen has a lovely video in there, and she has also given us a step for step as to what we think we're going to be covering in each of the weeks. So if you're still curious but need a little bit more information, please head over to that website and we can answer them all. And if you have any questions, always feel free to message us and we will happily get back to you. Perfect.
100%.
I'm going to log off now so everybody can enjoy their Friday. Thank you so much, Kristen, for your time.
Thank you as well. Cheers, everybody.
Bye.
Bye bye.